When did you realize that trauma looks different in everyone? My girlfriend's dad has disliked me since the day I met him, and when I finally found out why, I wanted to cry. For 4 years, I was the perfect daughter's boyfriend. Called him sir, paid for every date, always had her home on time, but he just never liked me. He always had this mad look as if one wrong move and I'd end up as minced meat in his freezer. The first time I ever came over, he joked about how he had enough space for a coffin in his backyard. Everyone chuckled, except him. Everyone in her family also knew he didn't like me, but nobody would tell me why, almost as if it was some dark secret. Well, everything changed when he and his wife came over to mine and Emma's for dinner a few months ago. Midway through dinner, Emma nudged her mom, and the two of them stood up and announced they had to go run errands. My face dropped, but before I could even protest, they were already out the door. I looked over and saw Emma's dad looking at me like a hungry lion looking at a gazelle. I felt sweat starting to form on my forehead, and in an attempt to ease the tension, I offered him a beer. I knew he liked a beer. Sure thing, he answered. I had struck gold. I grabbed one for both of us, sat down, and started awkwardly sipping. He was done within a minute and asked for another one. I got him it immediately, and he finished that one too. I was still on my first one. He cracked open his third one, and that's when it happened. You know, Jake, I've watched you with Emma for 4 years, he said, staring at his bottle. You're patient with her, kind. You work hard and treat her right. I was confused because this didn't match his cold behavior at all. Then why do I feel like you hate me? I asked. Robert's hands started shaking. I don't hate you, son. I'm terrified of you. He then took a long drink and continued. 3 years before you met Emma, my niece had a boyfriend. Smart, hardworking, won me and her dad over in no time. Everyone loved that guy. What happened? I asked him, feeling like I didn't know if I even wanted an answer. She tried to break up with him, Robert said, tearing up. She found out he'd been cheating, and when she confronted him, he snapped. He strangled her in their apartment. He was full on crying now. I found her body, Jake. He then looked directly at me with broken eyes. I swore I'd never trust another man with the women in my family. I don't think you're like him, but I'm not letting my guard down to find out. I had to take a moment. I felt my own eyes watering, and everything suddenly made sense. We hugged extremely tight, and I just let him sob on my shoulder. It was never spoken of again, and Robert is yet to trust me completely, but I understand. I don't force him, and I'm just thankful he trusts me enough after what his family has been through.